Hello again, and thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. Well, as I mentioned last week, we're giving a little bit of a, well, not giving a break on it. I'm actually getting on doing things to the BSA Aerial 3. But this week, as I mentioned, we've got the new van, and I've told a few of my subscribers now that it's a Renault Kangoo. I was actually looking for a Citroen Berlingo, but there was nothing in my price range, and if it was something lots wrong with it. So I went for this Berlingo. A friend of mine years ago, we run a courier company together, and he had a Citroen Berlingo, and he was on about 250,000 miles with it, and it was still running fine. This one is on 127,000, and it's got full service history. The chap that I bought it from, he had I can't remember what van he had, but he's a plumber, and he had the cam belt snap, and that was the end of that. So he needed a van in emergency, so he bought this one. And up as far as he had it, it was serviced properly when he first bought it, and it's now about another 8,000 miles on since the last service, and it's all stamped up. So I will be doing an oil change and a filter change on this one. This is the first day we've actually had, what do they call it? As I mentioned, this is the first day we've had some sort of, what do they call that stuff, sunshine. Anyway, but it's cold out here. So what I'm going to do, there's a few little bits to do on it. As I say, mechanically it's okay. I do need to do the oil change. There's one thing I need to do, I will show you in a moment, and I'll show you around very quickly. There's a few things I've had to do. It's mainly cosmetics. So in a way I'm pleased. I managed to get it at a lower price than I was going to get for a Berlingo with other problems with like engine lights on and what have you. So I went for a lower price, and it's a 2011. And I thought, well, I might as well just do a little bit of restoration and bring it back to, you know, a reasonable van again, which it is. It drives lovely. So let's have a look around. As I say, looking from a distance, it's actually not too bad. I've given it a little bit of a polish, and it's come up a lot whiter. There's lots of little things like these, little chips. I'll get out the sun. Little chips here. Some of these, I have got a chip repair kit, so I can probably do these. They're not rusty or anything. There's just a surface rust around here, not that deep, so that can be painted. Go around the back. I did notice one thing up the top here. When I first got it, there was like little streaks of rust coming down, and someone had just basically painted over with a brush on this area here, which I thought, well, I haven't had a chance to do much because of the weather, but I did go over. It's glacier white, Renault glacier white. Sanded it down, came back to clean metal again, painted it. Well, I put some etch primer on and some glacier white paint. I haven't put the lacquer on yet, so I will revisit that, but it was just something I wanted to do, but, you know, just not get any worse. So we go inside if we can. Sorry, now we go around this side. It's locked itself. So we got the sliding door here. Once again, just a few little chips along, a few chips along the sill there. I will probably sand that back, etch prime it and paint that. So let me just get the back open. Right, if we go into the back, this carpet was it's a fitted carpet. It's all screwed down, very dirty, because obviously they've had bags of cement and mortar and what have you. So this was a plumber, and also I found some tile things you put to, you know, crosses to go in the tiles, so it was obviously a tiler as well. This was all plywooded, but I've given it some emulsion for now. The worst thing, let's grovel in the back here. Oh, the worst thing was up here. I noticed there was some rust up here, which was basically condensation. It's not on the outside, it's just on the inside. So I've treated that. As for inside here, as you'd expect, through scratches and all that, but I'm thinking of getting some sound deadening. It's damp with condensation already, but I can get some sound deadening stuff in there at some stage. It did have a bulkhead at the back there, half a bulkhead. I've taken that out, and apparently the centre armrest comes out as well, and so the scooters can go straight in there. I'm sure the three-wheeler will fit as well, the BSA. So if I just get out here again, yeah, so I've got a ramp as well for the mopeds to just go roll it straight up. And then down the back here, as you'd expect from a kind of a builder's type van, this is all scratched. But what I'm going to do, I'll take that off, sand that all back, and I can do that, redo that sort of satin black. And then obviously things like here, paints and stuff on this bumper, that will be sanded back and painted. So lots of little bits which I'm quite enjoying doing actually, but nothing too major. So that's the van part. Right, so if we go inside, the wife has been in here. She's fairly happy with it, which is good. I've got this seat cover on here. That's for Jenny with her seat belt harness thing on. There are a few bits and pieces I want to go over again with this, blacken this dashboard up. It's a lot better than it was. Most of this is I've steam cleaned. This, I like the handbrake. This is like, I think they call it a throttle, like aircraft throttle control. So when you want to go, it's put the handbrake on there. It's the basic of basics. It's got one of these. This is, I thought, was quite a novel idea. This, I'm used to push buttons, but look, to undo the windows, you've got this. Look, it's a handle. Look, and that actually opens a window. No electric buttons or anything. So down here we had, it's just like a vinyl plastic for the floor. That's all it had. So it's got dirty already, but I managed to get some mats for it, the same over the other side there. So let's just get in a second. Now down here, the first thing that the wife noticed, the gator doing the gear lever gator. Look, there's a few little splits in it, nothing serious down there, but I've managed to order a new one from AliExpress, so that will clip in there. That's a new gear lever top as well, 5-speed for this one, so that I need to do. And also, this is the other problem that I was told about when I bought it. He did tell me it had this problem. The heater, everything works fine, the fan and what have you, but this one, which controls the direction of the air, it's stuck. So I'm going to have a little look behind there. I'm going to do that today, see if we can get this off. And but also I noticed at night the bulbs have gone in there, so I do have somewhere a couple of new bulbs for that. So at least we can do that. If necessary, I'll come back and do another video, perhaps when I put the gator thing on, and see if we can find out why that is sort of stuck. So one other little thing to do, I'll just show you. Right, this is another little job to do. These came separately today. Basically, this is a reversing camera unit. It comes with the screen. This is another AliExpress thing. It's got a stand with it and everything. So I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put that. So it's going to take a little bit of preparation. And it's made again for the Kangoo. This is, that replaces the brake light lens at the back. And I think you just transfer all the gubbins onto that. And then that will count, that will be the sort of the wire from that. And then you've got lots of cable here to bring it down to the front. So that's another little job, but I'm still, working out how to run that on where it's going to go. And here's the old bulkhead, which I really don't need, but it was nice to get that out, full of dirt behind there and dust, and so I'll clean up where that was as well. Right, and the other thing is the engine. I bought this like a mini steam cleaner thing because I thought I'm going to have to clean all this up, but to be honest, it's actually not bad condition at all. Very nice. Just a little bit of cleaning in here, and just clean a bit of oil off and that, but there's nothing serious there. It's all nice and clean. Yeah, all the bonnets, it's all clean in there. So really, that's part of the look around. I will next week, if I can get one day dry, we'll get the oil changed. At least I know that's done as well. And I've got an air filter, wherever that's going to go, I don't know. I'll find it. But anyway, so that'll probably be for next week. Right, just taken me half an hour to find the bulbs. I know I put them somewhere safe, but I found them. So yeah, so the main thing is to get the bulbs done today, and then I'm going to see if I can get behind and see if we can find why that is stuck. It's probably a cable stuck or jammed or something, but we'll have a look. Now, there's not much online about this. I believe we have to get this off. It's all clipped on. So with the gear lever, I believe you just give it a yank. So let's see what happens. Yeah, of course. No, that don't work. Well, anyway, I think this, there we go, that clips off. We're supposed to get this gear lever out. Once again, let me struggle with this. And that just comes off. Right, eventually got that off. All it says is just yank the knob and it just comes off. But no, it didn't. But what I did, I'd heated it up. It's probably because it's so cold, and so that's come off with the whole of this unit here. So when I go to put this new fake leather, I assume, on, I just have to re-clip that around there, and that will look nice with a new knob on the top. I had to just disconnect this one here, which is the hazard warning lights. So just put that there out of the way. I hope you can see this because of this what they call it, sun thing. So there is a Torx screw there. What is this one? I don't know, don't say. Oh, it's a Torx 20, yeah. So this, I think this will release this one. As I say, the main thing we're trying to do is get the bulbs changed, but if I can find a way of getting that control thing sorted at the same time, we'll be laughing. Okay, so let's put that somewhere safe. And that one there. So this, lots of shadows because of the sun. Right, okay. Okay. Take this radio thing off. Right, see what happens. Now, do we need to take the radio out? I don't know. Maybe take that out as well. Let's see if that works. I'll come back to you in a second. Right, so there was two there. That was to take out the radio. That was T15s. And I think we're back to T20s here. Yeah, and there should be one here, but it looks like the, I don't know, looks like the metal lugger snapped. Never mind. Well, we're still endeavour to carry on. Let's take this one out. That should do it then. Okay, let me just get this out. Right, so looking from behind now, you can see there's the switch or the knob thing there. Look, you can see it's just crinkling up there. So whether it's actually working the other end or not, I don't know. I might try and undo that and see if we can free up. Yeah, it might be stuck the other end, but to get to that, I think I'd have to take the glove box out at a later stage. You can see the top of the heater matrix, I think, in there. Yeah, I'll have to do that. Come back to that maybe. Well, we'll try. I'll try and unconnect that and just give that, put it in and out a little bit, see if we can free it off. I've also noticed might have a bit of trouble here. That's where the, and you can see it where the bulb goes. Bulb holder, not bulb holder there. I don't know why. I don't know if there's one on the other side. I'll have a look in a minute so we can get at least one bulb in. I'll try and get hold of a bulb holder for that. But yeah, let me try and free this wire up a little bit, see if we can get it to go in happily on its own. Right, well, at least there was one bulb holder in there, and there's the new LED one to go with it. So I've ordered, well, come as a pack of 10, maybe £5 off of eBay. So I've got some more of these bulb holders for the dashboard and everything. Might be useful for the future. So I'll get one in for now, at least we get something, and I'm just going to then persevere with the that cable. Right, well, I put the bulbs, the one bulb holder I got with the new bulb in there, and there doesn't seem to be any light coming from it at all. As I say, I've ordered they were LED bulbs, so I've ordered a new set of bulb holders. I think I'll just get 2 ordinary bulbs for it and see how we get on with that. In the meantime, though, the main problem was this heater unit thing, adjusting the control thing. As you can see, that was, you see it down there, that cable was bent, just getting caught up, not going through. I've lubricated it a bit now, and touch wood, it's not sticking anymore. So that's one problem solved. I will go back once I get this bulb holder, try and get on with this, get this to light up. I don't know why, but at least we've got the heater controls working up and down and in your face and what have you. What I do now, I just get all this back, reverse procedure, and give it all a bit of a clean. There's dust everywhere, and then I'll come back to you. Right, all back together again now, and so although I didn't actually get the lights working, they don't seem to work. I've ordered another bulb holder, and I think I'll just get some normal bulbs rather than the LED ones that's supposed to go in there to see if that works. And so I'll go back to that once I've got the gator thing for the gear lever and a new gear lever. Obviously I've got to take that off again, and I'll try the bulbs out, see why they're not working. So the actual control now is working, direction control. That was all because of that kinked wire. So, and I've lubricated it, so that's good. That's actually working now. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit on the van. At least it's nice to have a few things to actually work on. So at least we've got the heater control working, which I didn't think I probably would. But now the main thing was to put the bulbs in as well, and they don't seem to work. So I'm going to order a couple of normal proper bulbs. As you know, I've just ordered some bulb holders as well, so hopefully that will get that working. I can do that once I get the gear lever gator come from China. I can take it off and redo that, and that will look nice. And then I'll have another look at the those bulbs. Anyway, probably next week I'm going to try and get the servicing done, the oil change and oil filter obviously, and also the air filter. We'll find where that is in a minute. But anyway, we call that a day for today. I hope you did enjoy it. The van is sort of part of the motorbike fleet or moped fleet, because I can actually now take it to shows. And as I mentioned, I think it's the 11th of April, there's a show in near Coventry, and I'll be taking the Big SA Aerial 3 down there, so that will be finished by then, fingers crossed. And then I'll have the van respectable as well, some of the little rust spots and everything. So until next time, you take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.